On the last word this evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's the same fight. Once again, Rahul Gandhi has taken on the Election Commission. That's not new, but Rahul Gandhi has taken on the Election Commission in Boston, and that has got the Bharatiya Janata Party in knots. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Last Word. I am Ankit Tyagi. During his official visit to Boston, leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi has launched a scathing attack on the Election Commission, alleging irregularities in the recently concluded Maharashtra Assembly elections. Now, Mr. Gandhi ended up accusing the Election Commission of being compromised. The remarks made at a public event in Boston have stirred a strong political reaction, particularly from the ruling BJP, calling him a traitor. Now, the Election Commission has also reiterated its stand on the fairness of the Maharashtra elections once again.
As political temperatures rise in India, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi is making headlines from across the Atlantic. While facing intensified scrutiny over the National Herald case and Enforcement Directorate action, Gandhi has now turned to attacking the Election Commission, this time from a stage in Boston.
Between 5:30 in the evening and 7:30 in the evening, when the polls were supposed to have closed, 65 lakh voters voted. Now, that is physically impossible to happen. It is very clear to us that the Election Commission is compromised. It's very clear that there is something very wrong with the system.
His remarks mirror concerns he voiced earlier, most notably after the BJP-led Mahayuti's sweeping victory in Maharashtra in 2024, which Gandhi had labelled deeply suspicious. Back home, the BJP wasted no time in responding.
महाराष्ट्र में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को और उनके अलाइज को जीतना नहीं था और कहीं ना कहीं इलेक्शन कमीशन ने हमारे साथ समझौता किया। मैं राहुल जी से पूछना चाहता हूं, राहुल जी, झारखंड भी तो उसी समय चुनाव हुआ था, क्या आपने इलेक्शन कमीशन के साथ झारखंड में समझौता किया था?
This isn't the first time Rahul Gandhi has chosen an international forum to air domestic concerns. Meanwhile, Congress and its allies are standing by its leader.
मुझे लगता है नेता प्रतिपक्ष की जिम्मेदारी है कि जिस लोकतंत्र पर हम विश्वास करते हैं, अगर उस पर प्रहार हो रहा है, उनको डटकर इस पर बोलना चाहिए।
What he has said is 100% true, and the world is aware that the Election Commission of India is an absolute corrupt and compromised body.
The Election Commission reiterated its previous stand and rejected allegations of voter list tampering made by the opposition. The timing of Gandhi's comments is striking, coinciding with mounting legal pressure and questions about the Congress's electoral roadmap. With Malvika Murali, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Now, remember, viewers, the BJP has already had, been in the attacking mode, had the Gandhis on their target for the National Herald case back in India, which the Congress has termed as political vendetta. Rahul Gandhi's attack on the Election Commission while being away from the country is being seen by some as diverting fire from self on the National Herald issue, while others see it as a constant questioning of the Election Commission by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Nothing new, they say, whether it is in India or abroad. In a world which is connected through technology, does it even matter, ladies and gentlemen, where one speaks? Whatever you say will find its way to people's phones, TVs, and other mediums in any case. The other point of view is, should the domestic politics be kept within the confines of the country's geographical boundaries, as many would call it, dirty linen, not to be washed abroad? Joining me at this moment to discuss this further, let me bring in my guests. Mr. Nalin Kohli, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, is joining us this evening. We also have G.V. Mater, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the Congress Party. Nirja Chaudhary, Senior Journalist, is also with us. Mr. O.P. Rawat, former Chief Election Commissioner of India, is with us this evening. I thank all of you for joining me on The Last Word. Let me start by asking you. All right, let me start by asking you, Mr. Mater, Ms. Mater, what Rahul Gandhi has said, and this is not the first time that the BJP has attacked Rahul Gandhi, calling him, a traitor, somebody who is putting the country down while he's abroad. A lot of people would say what Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said, it's a repeated questioning of the Election Commission. He was doing that in India. What's the point? What does he achieve by speaking about this in Boston? It's not that the people sitting there are going to vote for him in India.
Rahul Gandhi is the opposition leader in Lok Sabha and a very prominent Congress leader. And the face of Congress party, and it is our duty to protect the democracy in India, and whatever it takes. It is not the first time Rahul Gandhi ji has been raising the issue regarding the Election Commission being compromised. He has been repeatedly saying it in every forum and in every place, especially about Maharashtra, how the Election Commission has compromised, and whatever the Rahul Gandhi ji and Congress party and other India Alliance partners have been asking, there have been absolutely no answers from the Election Commission. How can a state election with so many voters in 2 hours is a question which we had asked. How many, when in 5 months it has not happened, how that much
with
has
respect, I understand the charge that Mr. Gandhi is making, but I do not understand, and that's the question I was asking, how does it help raking it up in Boston?
When the issue is that matters to the country at large, and when the democracy is at stake, wherever it is pertinent on the part of Rahul Gandhi ji to raise it. And when the discussion about democracy happens, when the discussion about Election Commission happens, he cannot have a different stand in United States and different stand in India. And it is the matter of fact that he was in conversation with the Indian diaspora there.
Right.
And definitely the truth that matters, it has to be put before. How can Rahul Gandhi ji change the stand with the place? See, that is very, very unfortunate that you cannot have a stand that in one country you have the stand, in another country you have another stand.
I get your point, ma'am. Let me get in, Mr. Nalin Kohli, to respond to that. Mr. Kohli, what's the big deal with what Rahul Gandhi has said, that the BJP has come down to, labeling him a traitor? In any case, as I said, in a connected world, wherever you speak, these things will travel. And he's not the only leader who goes out of the country, speaks about the ills of the country. Many BJP leaders, including the Prime Minister, have been accused of doing the same, sir.
So I'll lay before your viewers, Ankit, a set of facts and arguments and let them decide. Why should you or me do that? So, I'll start with the first point is, let's first look at the entire trajectory of the Congress party and Mr. Rahul Gandhi. They say in English, there's a phrase, life has come a full circle. So through Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi ji to Rajiv Gandhi ji and several other people in the Congress, it was we drove away the foreign rulers of India and we got India its independence, as if the people of India had no role to play in it. It always was the Nehru-Gandhi family. Now, where has Mr. Rahul Gandhi taken it? If you recall his statements in Oxford, if I recall last year or the year before last, he said democracy in India is in danger. What is Europe and America doing about it? So basically, in effect, he's looking for opportunities of foreign interference into the functioning of Indian democracy, point one. He is the man who went out to meet with Cambridge Analytica, which was accused of doing activities that would, in a way, impact negatively election processes in several countries. That was not a chance meeting, it was a sought meeting reported in the media. Now, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is now finding problem with the Election Commission. Why? Because he says we did not win the election. Normally, across the world, in any election, and when it comes with the leader of opposition, it becomes a matter of great concern. The basic understanding is that someone who is a voter will press his or her finger on a button for a party they wish to elect, or where paper ballots still exist on the paper.
Okay.
It does not happen because the leader perceives that people must vote for me because I believe I should be the leader. People believe that who should be the leader. In this case, the people of India are electing Prime Minister Modi and the BJP. Now, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi's party wins Telangana, then the election commission is wonderful.
Okay.
When they lose Maharashtra, they say it's bad, but when they win in coalition in Jharkhand, they say it's okay. Now, if this is not political duplicity and hypocrisy, what is? And why this need to say it on foreign soil?
Yes.
So perhaps one of the theories doing the round, and I don't know what is true, is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is fond of foreign travel. Perhaps once in a while he wants to also have reason to show that his foreign travel is not for vacation alone. So maybe the Congress ecosystem works to organize these talks.
But
Then
Mr.
to
Kohli-
become newsworthy, perhaps that's why he comes up with these scripts.
But Mr. Kohli,
So I mean, he has to really answer for it.
Okay,
At the end of the
listed a
day,
few
what
things.
service is he doing to himself, his party, or Indian democracy?
But sir, certain questions about India and how things are functioning have also been raised by the BJP leaders while they are traveling abroad. I mean, there is no problem in anybody traveling abroad, whether on work or on holiday. That's an individual's choice. But the fact remains, sir, like the India Alliance partner Akhilesh Yadav had earlier said, we will win by the EVM and we will change it. The opposition has very clearly mentioned they do not have the trust as far as the EVM is concerned or the way Election Commission is functioning. So rather than answering them point by point on that, is attacking Rahul Gandhi becomes an easier alternative, sir?
No, that's been answered point by point several times. I mean, there are two ways. People can move forward or people can move backward into time. So if a set of leaders are keen to have time travel in history, which means go back to the good old booth capturing days, and we've all seen it, at least my generation has seen it, those videos in the 90s, in the late 80s, how booths used to be captured. We saw it in the Bengal Panchayat elections a few years ago, how the paper ballots were thrown into ponds in villages. We've seen all of that. It was exactly to stop all this that the EVM was brought in. And the Congress party did win so many elections on the same EVM machines.
Okay.
Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister for 10 years. The BJP lost. Now because it's Prime Minister Modi, and basically the Nehru-Gandhi family has visceral hatred for Prime Minister Modi. That's why all the things they did in Gujarat and the false cases, etc. So perhaps they are unable to digest the fact that there is a leader in the country who is more popular than anyone in the Nehru-Gandhi family.
But
and that's why they attack all the time the Election Commission of finding excuses. But what happens when they win?
About it as well. But Mr. Rawat, let me bring you in at this moment, sir. Why is the Election Commission not being able to satisfy, if I may use the word, the opposition parties on the continuous questions that they have used? It doesn't matter where Rahul Gandhi is speaking, it's the same questioning that all the opposition parties have leveled against the Election Commission, sir.
Actually, it is not the job of Election Commission to satisfy parties or satisfy any individual. Election Commission's job is to give a very transparent, objective rebuttal to any allegation labeled against the process, and that they have done very effectively. Whether it was the additions to the electoral roll, they have replied that not many appeals were filed against anything wrong. That means nothing wrong was done in adding or deleting voters from the electoral roll. Second thing is number of votes polled after 5 p.m. 3 times they have said that closing of poll time was 6 p.m. in Maharashtra. So in 1 hour, whatever votes were polled, that has to be added. And then at 6 o'clock, whatever queue is formed, all those voters are also permitted to vote. When you add up, you get to that kind of figure. So there is nothing wrong. And Election Commission has told this not only in writing, but also in public domain. They have put it on their website also. So I don't think that there is anything about any prejudice on the part of Election Commission.
Nirja Chaudhary, while Rahul Gandhi makes these comments, and it's not the first time that he has come into the firing line of the BJP for speaking abroad, but the fact remains, doesn't it also not bolster the charge or at least the perception that the BJP wants to create, like Mr. Nalin Kohli started, with his argument that it seems that the Congress or Mr. Gandhi is seeking international pressure on the current regime because they are not electorally able to defeat Prime Minister Modi? Is the Congress playing on that pitch by repeatedly making these remarks?
Look, it's so predictable for Rahul Gandhi to go out and speak there. something that's critical, and it's become equally predictable for the BJP to react the way it has done. Now, really speaking, Rahul Gandhi has the freedom, and any of us, all our rulers have the freedom to criticize, to say what they have to anywhere. And our country is strong enough to be able to withstand all that. I don't think it calls for the kind of reaction of calling the LOP anti-national just because he's raised this issue of Maharashtra elections and EVMs. Now, ideally, I would say, yes, he should have done it in the country. This is an issue that concerns the country. Better he does it here, does it repeatedly, and if the Congress party feels strongly enough, let them hit the roads. Let them take to the streets. Let them mobilize people. And the way they are going to mobilize on the National Herald case in the coming days. So that they have not done. From time to time, Rahul Gandhi has made this criticism. And so be it. But he has the freedom. I wouldn't give it the kind of credence that the BJP is doing. So whether he is urging the foreign countries to do something, well, these foreign countries haven't done. He's spoken in the past several times about India, as Nalin Kohli was saying in Oxford last time. It's not as if it's, suddenly got the foreign countries to get after India. I don't see any evidence of that. Mr. Modi has done well enough with foreign capitals.
Yes.
And I think India's democracy, for all its fault lines, and there are many pressures on our institutions today, still is strong enough to withstand all this kind of buffeting that goes on.
Okay. Ms. J.B. Mathur, but like Nirja was saying that yes, he has the right, he can say whatever he wants to say, but the fact remains that if the Congress party feels so strongly about this issue that the opposition and the Congress party, including Mr. Rahul Gandhi, keeps on repeating on the election commission, then put your weight behind what you are saying. Get onto the streets, reject the polls if you feel that the process is unfair, because people then see duplicity. If you win, it's all right. If you lose, then the election commission is to be blamed.
Are you asking me?
No, ma'am. Ms. Mathur.
Okay.
See, regarding election commission and elections, Congress party has been repeatedly saying, both even in the parliament, we have been giving 267 notices and adjournment motion to bring this irregular voter list and these concerns, that inside the parliament we are trying it like that. Outside the parliament also we have been protesting, we have been raising issues regarding this. But the election commission falls deaf to whatever India Alliance and Congress party has been asking, demanding. We do not get the appropriate answers. We have been asking for the voter list. We have not received that. So it is not the case that Congress party or the India Alliance have not been raking this issue or protesting. We have been raising this inside parliament, outside parliament, elsewhere across the country. But unfortunately, the election commission does not pay heed to it, and that is why we strongly say that election commission is compromised. And also not just about voters list or not just about irregularities in election. What about taking action against the very, very unfortunate violation of model code of conduct by Prime Minister himself during elections about snatching Mangal Sutra, that Congress party will take the money and give it to take your property and give it to one community. What kind of statements were they? But nothing, no action that anybody can give. Those who are heading the ruling dispensation can go to any extent and make any comment, but the election commission stays mum. The election commission do not.
But ma'am, then the question would be that, like the Congress party gets enraged when a National Herald case comes through, enforcement directorate, there are protests outside enforcement directorate offices all across the country, then why don't we see a massive protest, a campaign being mounted by the Congress party on the road that gives the BJP and the other people an impression that it is only when the Gandhis are questioned that the Congress party wakes up for a protest. Otherwise, even for the issues that they feel that they are important, the Congress party doesn't hit the roads, ma'am.
Congress, you are questioning Congress party's credentials of raising the voice of the people of the country, a party which has fought hard for the independence from that day onward, from those years, from ever since Congress party was formed. Congress has always, party as such has always been for the people, speaking and also protesting. And even if you look at all the issues, when
Yes.
demonetization was there, the Congress was on the roads. When GST issue was there, which was affecting the people, Congress was on the roads.
I am not at all raising any doubts or questions on Congress's credibility or their, will to mount, these protests. I am only asking a question about what is seen actively being pursued and not actively being pursued. But Nalin Kohli, the problem also is when the Congress party demands to the Election Commission that they would like to see CCTV footage, because there was a rule you could, you could go ahead, petition the Election Commission, put in the fee money and get the CCTV footage, view it. The government changed Rule 93, which now restricts the public access to CCTV footage and other electronic poll documents. People think that it is only being done because the opposition is asking these questions. It puts the government in a question mark.
Not at all. The misuse of a provision and ensuring that it can be followed in a certain way is certainly within the domain of the executive where it matters and parliament as the legislature where it matters. Ankit, you do know that I am a practicing lawyer, so I understand the legal provisions. My other colleagues may not be, so therefore I have that advantage over being able to speak on these subjects in that manner. But I must really thank the Congress spokesperson for actually making my case, because at the beginning of my first comment I had said that the Congress party always takes credit for removing foreign rule and getting India's independence. And now you are Mr. Rahul Gandhi going abroad and always asking for foreign intervention in India's democracy. So it's a full circle. That's the point I was making. Second is, this is not about one's democratic right to express themselves. I mean, certainly Article 19 applies to everyone. I mean, there's no question about it. And that same democratic right of Article 19, on which the Congress party feels why the Election Commission hasn't taken action against, say, BJP leaders, the Congress has exercised it so eloquently for words like Bandar, Nipunsak, Gandhi Nali ka Keeda, Gangu Teli, Hitler. These are all words used by Congress leaders for Prime Minister Modi, election rallies. मैं उनको बोटी काट के हम उसके टुकड़े कर देंगे. It's all there. So it's a democratic exercise of right. So the Congress has had its own share. Yes, so therefore the BJP has some leaders have gone ahead and exercised their right.
But you've not answered my question, Mr. Kohli.
The third is about the Congress party doing one last. I answered it at the first part.
No, sir.
I did. I don't run away from any question. It's not in my habit.
No.
I'm making my third point. Let me finish my third point. Ask it again. I'll answer it again.
No, hold on, sir. Hold on.
So,
hold on, sir.
Let me finish my third point and I'll happily answer your question
again. You never run away from it. The only question is that when, after being probed by the Punjab and Haryana High Court, suddenly the rules are changed, it does give suspicion on the motive of why rules are being changed, because the Punjab and Haryana High Court had specifically asked for the CCTV footage and other things to be given to a lawyer who was questioning the Election Commission.
So therefore, let's go reverse. Just now we spoke about democratic right under the Constitution. In the conduct of business or under a statute, the government may have rights to make changes in what it wishes to do. In this case, say about the footage, it does so. The Congress party at the drop of a hat goes to a court and files petition after petition, challenging thing after thing that the Modi government does. How have they not got relief? Raising a question does not mean that there's credibility to the allegation. What is important is, does the allegation hold water in a court of law? Take Rafale. What happened in Rafale? It was raised so much.
Okay.
Take anything that the Congress party has raised. In fact, their senior leaders then demonize the Supreme Court today. They are datifying it. So, I think we need to therefore fall back. Asking a question is not enough. Show us the credibility to the question, which is what we are raising about Rahul Gandhi.
Okay.
And my last point was about why not do as Neerja ji said, hit the streets. For that, you need people to support you.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Okay, Mr. Rawat.
Because on Rafale, did we see any people? Have we seen it on other issues?
Like you said, sir, Like you said that it is only when questions or apprehensions are raised, the election commissions come up with a clarification. But the bedrock of this democracy, of course, is the trust in the election commission and the institutions. If there is a larger section, of the political parties in the system raising these questions, and when we talk about Rule 93 being changed and so forth, don't you think that the election commission needs to do more, sir, so that at least people have zero doubt about the credibility of the election commission?
That is what election commission always does. They always invite all political party meeting. All their issues are addressed there in the open house, and everyone leaves satisfied. Second thing, tweaking of any rule. In fact, for honorable courts, except for secret ballot, everything else of election commission is open to the honorable court. They can ask for every record, every video footage, anything they want. It has to be given to the honorable court, and that's why generally election commission of India has been winning all the cases filed in the court. Third thing is that anything alleged, whether it is violation of code of conduct, whether it is electoral rolls, whether it is number of votes counted, everywhere there are sufficient provision to ensure that transparency is there, accountability is there, and in case even then grievance exists, then there is appellate provision. So everyone can satisfy.
Neerja Chaudhary, let me give you the last word this evening on this tutu meme, which, like you said, there is nothing new with what Rahul Gandhi has done and nothing new in the way he has been attacked by the BJP. The fact remains, though, ma'am, that while Rahul Gandhi has spoken about something which he continuously has been attacking the election commission, now, of course, outside people are saying dirty linen should not have been washed outside. But the fact remains, Neerja ji, that politically at this moment, it does seem that after the defeat of Haryana and Maharashtra, the Congress or the opposition is out of ideas at this moment. Is it trying to divert the fire which the Congress's first family has been facing on the National Herald issue?
Look, it could be a deflective strategy. I mean, we cannot rule that out. But I would also say to your earlier question, could the election commission have done more? Yes, the Caesar's wife has to be above suspicion. Election commission is, sitting there. Elections are the heartbeat of India's democracy. And I think given the disquiet that one has seen in the opposition parties after Haryana, Maharashtra, not Delhi, not so much. And, now you hear even in the villages people say, it's not limited to political parties. They say, हमने तो ऐसे वोट किया, अगर EVM होने देगा तो. Now that is a new thing that you are hearing in recent months. So given all this, the election commission could have called opposition parties and addressed their concerns one by one, rather than just saying, nothing in these charges. So I feel that as a citizen.
Thank you so much, Neerja ji. Thank you so much, Mr. Kohli, Ms. Mathur, and Mr. Rawat for putting out your point of view on this very important matter that we have been discussing here on The Last Word. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, it doesn't matter where you speak because it's just a matter of time, a few minutes, that it will be on somebody's phone. Should that be made out to be a big deal, anti-India, or should the leaders in any case be more careful of what they are speaking when they are in position of power? That's all that the time that we have in this edition